Hello, and welcome to my complete Let's Play of Anno 117 Pax Romana. Diving into two major objectives for the episode today. Number one, the Amphitheater. This is going to require a little bit more Liberti population and some resources, so that'll be priority number one. Priority number two is addressing my happiness problem. As you can see, the city is starting to sprawl. We're getting that higher city status, which is forcing that happiness rating down. We have plenty of custodies, but we have some solutions. The first solution is strategically placing some lavender fields. Now, this was an idea thanks to a commenter, and I think I have some ideas on where we could trial this first, just to see where the impact is. And number two, taking the initial steps to import beer from Albion. Now, this would require us to go down the Celtic path of population, which we haven't yet done, but I think we can start to make that happen. Now, in terms of the amphitheater, here are our requirements. Gonna need some timber, concrete, and rope. I have our new flagship already bringing in some rope from our second island over here, where we have 2 rope yards in order to supply this shipyard. So we should be looking pretty good on that building material here. Look at that. Looking good. But we will need some additional Liberti. Here it says we need 427, random number, but let's go ahead and do it. So first things first, we can put down a road over here. And neighborhood-wise, I'm planning this to be a very small plebeian community around the amphitheater. Maybe we'll leave some rooms for ornaments and decorations, but I think making some upgrades around here, really polishing out these neighborhoods before we expand more of the population on the patrician side of the island would be a great idea. Go ahead and do that. There. And maybe like that. And then, gonna need a market over here. Place this down. Maybe leave room for 2 homes there. Alright, that looks like we need 1 more. Alright, like so. Very good. Let's see, how many spaces can we fit in this location? Alright, that looks pretty nice. Kind of like that offset look. Do this here. Wrap that around so we have a crossroad there, so we can extend the range a little bit more. Then scattering of some more homes there. Maybe a larger block right there. Love a L block. Kind of adding some variations here. Let's see, make sure we have a road space. Very good. Maybe I will stop there so we have some room for decorations around the amphitheater. So we'll connect all these up. Bring this road around. We go with a diagonal there. We have that nicely cordoned off. Now, in terms of more, let's add some residents here as well. And I guess before I forget, I should vocalize. We need to bolster our Amphorae as well. Oh, wow. Health decreasing quite substantially as well. Well, that doesn't look good either. Wow, now minus 1,000 happiness. What are we doing wrong? It's shocking. All right, let's see. What's going on here? That's not going to help us out too much. All right. It's time for some blocks here. These, I envision, will eventually be patrician residents. Let's see, could we do a larger block? Maybe not. Patricians like to kind of be more orderly here. See how these residents combine? So maybe not doing as creative as a diagonal. It's a good idea, but we can continue this like so. And again, this is also really to bolster that Liberti population. Already plus 350. Let's do a little bit more range here. Add these. I like this idea. And then back to those 3x3s. All right. I think this looks nice. Nope. Definitely do the paved roads. And I know I do need the concrete for the amphitheater, but can't help myself. This is the patrician neighborhood. Needs to be paved if at all possible. Yes, we'll pave these as well while we're at it. Okay. That gets our Liberti at a very good level. Now we need to make sure that our production is keeping pace. Another thing I want to do is move all of these sardine fisheries over to this harbor. So we can do this here. Maybe be a good idea to add in another warehouse as well. Do this, snaking the road so it's nicely connected. Right, that looks good. Then can we make the most of this harbor space? Maybe with some diagonals. Let's see. Maybe this one isn't really serving us in that orientation. Do something like this. Come on now. Let's see. Get this out of the way. Hug this one in. Oh, I guess that's as close as it can get to the shore. Okay with that. Ooh, that fits nicely. Okay, very good. And then, could we fit some back-to-back here? Doesn't look like it. Maybe this will be a good location for oyster farming here soon. All right, we'll connect this up like that. Bring out these docks there. Are you connected? You don't look very connected. All right, there we go. All right, well, sardines have been corrected. Very good. Produce an extra ton a minute there. Tunics and felters. Let's see. We should have some additional hemp. Maybe one additional sheep. Let's see how our coverage are for these spinners. Right. Let's do that. Close to a warehouse there. How about felter? Ooh, look at that. I like that location. How far away are you from a warehouse? Not ideal. What if we do that? Maybe the pathfinding. Yeah, there we go. That's not too bad. Now I think we're going to have to double up and build another. Let's see. For this direction, maybe. Okay, I like that. And another filter. Pretty good coverage here. This area might make a lot of sense. Now we take out these tiles. Throw in a filter. Ooh. Alright, we're already making the most of this space. Let's squeeze this in. And then we'll make sure it has a road connection. Like so. Alright, very good. And since we messed things up a little bit, go ahead and bring back that nice tiling. Just for now. I think that looks good. Removing grass as we go. Alright, health is looking poor, folks. Man, oh man. Severe plague. It's on the way. Let's see, how are we doing with our Medici? Ooh, we could definitely add in some more coverage there. Maybe having one of these by the amphitheater makes sense. Little injury recovery station for the gladiators. And how about this? That looks quite nice. And that's good coverage. One over in this direction. Alright, maybe that gets us out of as severe of a danger zone, at least decreases the frequency of disaster via plague. Now, how are we looking? Looks like we're just about even, which I'm okay with. It doesn't give us too much security as we grow, but the base resources shouldn't really need to increase. Alright, let's see. Let's go ahead and start this construction. Since we have the workforce available, just consumed all of that right away. Wow, 400,000 denarii. Definitely looking pretty good. The idea that I had for this harbor area, moving away those fishing, was to add in some more depots. Looks like we're going to need to do some research, though, in order to unlock more of these. Alright, which one is it? There it is. Well, let's bring this up. Did I properly? No. What were we on the way with? Oh, here we go. Do that, and then put that in the number 2 slot. No, not perilous ports. Alright, that looks good. Proper order. I'll maybe come back to that. Let's make sure that we have enough of those base agricultural goods. Looks like sheep we need a little bit more. And hemp, we still are good thanks to the expansion of this aqueduct over here and these now upgraded hemp farms, or boosted, I should say. Let's go ahead and add in another sheep farm right in this gap. We're saving this for additional cloth weavers. I could do this, and then I'm actually going to do another one. As crazy as that sounds, because this is where I want to make sure we can add in a lavender field. So let's actually take 2 out of there. Do 1 more of these. Very good. We will not be paying the ransom. No siree. And first thing we can do, see how many more fields are required here. Quite a bit. See, maybe this won't be the best location for an expansion. Let's see. If I remove this one and we put the lavender field there instead, increase these fields as much as we can. There we go. Fill in the space. And then that should be enough to supply that extra porridge, maybe. We'll double check, don't worry. Let's see if we can place enough fields here. Believe we'll need 60 of these fields in order to reach the boost. Okay, so that boosts a few homes nearby. I also think that looks really good, doesn't it? Wow. Okay, how about that porridge and oat? Oat looks okay. We're going to need to increase a little bit. So let's go ahead and do so. I know they're ailing. I know. Go ahead. Add in one of those there. Don't quite want to do that. About check the fields here. Want to be as efficient with our workforce as we can. Doing that with these expanded field modules is probably the best way to do that. Okay, so there's that. Fine, you can destroy it. Okay, let's see how we did there. Overproducing on the porridge, but we're going to need some additional fields. Okay, you're boosted by the aqueduct. Will you be? Not quite. Maybe if we paved some of these roads, it would. Go ahead and fill in these gaps. Get our 120 fields. All right, very good. And then let's just see if this is worth the concrete here. Bring this all the way to the cistern. Okay, let's see. Ooh, it did. Okay. Worth it. Worth it for sure. And let's just clean up this edge a little bit. All right. Just for looks. Perfect. Oats are looking good now. A little bit of overproduction, which is fine. Overproduction of porridge. Don't really need to be doing that, but we've committed. It's not too expensive, don't worry. Minus 70 coin for the entire production. 12 of those porridge shops. All right, tunics, we're going to need some additional. All right. This sort of population boom for the amphitheater, maybe not as quick as I thought, but I definitely want to make sure that we are not forgetting about those other important focuses. One of them being happiness. All right, so plus 52. Unfortunately, our problems with happiness are a little more severe than plus 52. Now, we could definitely have more density here in how many buildings are being affected. Let's see. Definitely want to connect you to a road. I guess we can bring in this crossroad as well. Okay, so we have this warehouse here. What if added another lavender farm right here? Let's do it. wrap this in a road. This is really mostly for looks is what I'm conceding. Don't really think this is going to make a massive difference to the happiness, but it's going to look really good, and this is an important part of the city, so go ahead and do our best on that front. All right. That should be good. Once that gets up to speed, it should help our happiness a little bit. Ship under attack. Not in a dangerous manner. All right. So, olive oil and Amphorae. Time for a check on this side of things. So, select our home island. See where these are at. Looks like we're gonna need a little bit more olive oil, but more importantly, additional Amphorae. Now, the olive oil we can probably do on this island, but I'm thinking about removing all of the resin tappers and moving this over to our more nearby island. So let's see, we got 4 of those, the entire island, and we'll need an additional 2, I guess, for now. So if we plan on doing at least 6 of these, plenty of forest over here, and we got plenty of tile as well. Okay, and these can be fairly close to one another, which is great. Let's go ahead, do 7. We do that. Bring a workhouse in here. Or warehouse, workhouse. All right, and then we'll need a lot of timber to cross all these rivers. Let's see, this one's already on this side of the river. That's perfect. All right, do that. Connect these all up to this main thoroughfare. See how good we did on our efficiencies. All right, just check in that 45 at least. Definitely looking good. Okay, and then in terms of clay, we have plenty of river slots. Let's go ahead and start tossing these down. So there's 1. There's 2. How about another one? Looks like they should belong here. Alright, so in order to have at least 6 of these, we'll need 3 at a minimum. Let's go ahead, add in this one there. Connect these roads. Nice crossing point, the river. Now if we do this, that looks good. I think we're just gonna have to go ahead and do an extra there. Now fire safety. Right now things are going well because we have the aqueduct already set up on this relatively low population island. Looks like we'll need a few more plebeians. Get us started here. Oh, nice. Now we've unlocked the Vigiles. That's good. Looks like we were already allowed to place that here. Universal or province-wide upgrades. All right. So over here, we already have 4. We need 6 in total. All right. Let's see how we can decrease how much fire safety increases this truly causes. Maybe if we do everything on this small island, that would be a good call. Let's see. we'll do 6 of these, or we'll do 5. Did we space these out properly? Looks like it. All right. Nudge this over just a tad. Come on, demolish. Very good. All right. Slight shortage of plebeians. Not to worry. What are you doing here? Garrison. Can you go back? Did I get another one of these at the main villa? Bit strange. Well, looks like this garrison archer doesn't cost us anything. Well, that's kind of nice. But I can't encamp them either. Well, I guess you guys are just going to stay there. Or I could put you guys on a bit of a patrol. Maybe we try that. Lot of waypoints here. These nice folks. All right. See how that goes. Okay. Now I'm glad we had those resources here. Let's see. So that's 5. And that's exactly what we require. Ooh, charcoal. Let's start importing that charcoal. Don't want to cause too many issues when it comes to health on this island. Could definitely add a few, though, of the charcoal burners. Let's see. Let's upgrade these paved streets, since this is the tile making. Or not tile, but Amphorae, similar to tiles, clay-based. Alright, that resin should be coming in. Full. What the heck? Ooh, I know. You were not connected to the main system. Now you are free to make those deliveries. Look at the carts come through. There we go. All right. Then maybe a few more plebeians. They did not like the patrol I assigned them to. It's okay. All right. Now, comes to this island. We will then take out the resin. Keep one of them. Okay with that. All right. Just give us a little bit more building space to work with for the olive oil. We'll do here. So we got the clay pit. Are we making any tiles on this island? Maybe we can do that with the excess that we have. everybody seems to be functioning quite well. Let's get another olive press going here. There's 2 more. Add in a few more fields. Fill in those gaps. About 240. This is easily going to fill up this space. All right. Very good. Now let's see. Could we increase the number of fields on any of these? This one, yes. This one. Most definitely. Very good. Then probably do another one here. Excellent. Plenty of range there, and let's check. With all those advancements, gives us good excess olive, and we can place this down here. Let's do that. Perfect. A good fit. Now, making our adjustments. That's an Albion route. We'll add in the Amphorae to that route and remove it from this route. Make sure that this delivery works well. Given we kind of messed things up there. Let's see. I always get a little ambitious in what I want to accomplish in an episode. Don't know if we'll be getting to beer this playthrough, but maybe we can set the foundation up in Albion here. All depends on how things go. Make that a little bit more organized. Now rope. How are we going on that front? Okay. We have that trade route going with our flagship, but I think we're still going to have some excess hemp, if I'm not mistaken. Ooh, we do. Okay, well let's add in rope maker here. Kind of a perfect fit. Rotate this. Maybe not a perfect fit right off the bat, but I can make it a perfect fit. All right, that should get us up to a higher efficiency. And I can get another house in there. Okay, how are things looking? Definitely need that rope. Concrete about halfway. Ooh, we are sucking it down for sure. Man, but happiness, we're gonna need that beer. That's, I think, unavoidable at this point. Let's see. Just before we dip out to take a look, let's just make sure things are functional here. We got that charcoal importing. About the clay, looking good on that. Resin looking good there. Okay. Let's actually add one more. And that'll bring us to full utilization, at least on the clay. And I think we'll need that, given if we provide it on this island. Yeah. Very good. Then olive oil. That production, 5 tons a minute. And we only need 3 on the home island. Great. All right, so we balanced the Liberti production needs of goods, expanded our residential a little bit around the amphitheater and the patrician neighborhood. We're slowly but surely getting those construction materials together. Let's build out this harbor a little bit. Oh, we still can't. How is that possible? All right, it's working. Well, on that note, let's get this beer production going. Want to make sure we at least get this started because the people need it. And I don't know how much beer we'll need, but we're going to need some of it. So what we'll do here, start to build out these more rounded, natural looking blocks. All right. Don't know if that one's going to work. But what we can do here, bring in this road like so. Bring one in the middle there. Missing connection. All right, everybody looks happy there. And then let's commit to some even more. All right. Do this one as a inner road as well. I guess I don't know if I've thought about it like that, where I'm designing these more Celtic blocks in reverse. So instead of the road going around the block, the homes go around the road. All right. And you'll see here our prestige is negative. That's extremely rare to see, but the reason is we had that trial up here for murder that we let the person go. So, you know, prestige is a little bit low, but the people are happy. All right, let's get our first smiths. Able to do that pretty quickly. And that unlocks our beer. Okay, that's pretty easy. And the happiness, I think, is much, much improved when we actually bring this back down in Albion, or into Latium. All right, let's construct the gates. Let's see, what would affect those folks? Let me reconnect the road just to see. Doesn't look necessary. Yeah, we don't need a second connection point there. Finish out this wall there. Come on now. All right. Thought I could handle that notch. Don't think so. All right. Very good. Don't think we need any towers for now, but that's a good first step at breaking out these different neighborhoods. Love to do that in Latium. See how long that takes. Now, for beer, I'm thinking for the first time I try a drain. And we kind of take this part of the marsh. See how much. Maybe we do this entire section. I haven't done this before. Ooh, it requires tiles. Okay. Decent radius there. I think bring this out. Need some additional timber. A fire? Let's see. The tiniest fire you've ever seen. But the question is, do we have firefighters? No, we do not. That's not a very convenient spot. Does that get you to reach across? No, it doesn't. Forget it. Take this back out. Ooh, something is done. I heard that, didn't see it. Festival. Okay, I was hoping it maybe was the amphitheater. I'm getting a little overly excited. Okay, charcoal burner. Don't need to worry too much about that. We're going to start to buy this as well. I know we're kind of doing that on every island now. I saw it in a comment. I loved the idea, so we're going to go with it. Looks like we're having a plague here. That's not good. Maybe if we do this. Have that as kind of a placeholder so we make sure we have a through-point connection. Well, I don't know. Then we're gonna add another Medici there. We're gonna need some additional timber, I think, in order to maintain this momentum. And let's see. Do you have some? 75, we'll take it. We will take it. Yeah, I like this idea of trying out the drainage here, especially since this is a Roman technology in-game. Start to work on this. Don't want to affect these. Alright, how's that radius? Okay, I think that's the end of the road. Whoa! Oh, this is great. Great building for our farms. Alright. Looks good. Oh, leave me alone. A bit further than I realized. Make some more upgrades. These waiters to the smiths, since I know we'll need them to provide workforce for the breweries upcoming. We should have all the necessary fertilities. Should also probably be mindful of the base goods for these waiters. Maybe cockles. Let's take this like so, rotate it in. Right. Alright, let's load up on that timber. Very good. Thank you. Wonder if completing trade with this fella would increase my reputation. Don't really think so. not supplying these nice mercators. Correct. Alright. Guess let me build a few more residents here and then we'll double check those resources for these waiter population. Alright. Now, first things first. Tunics, good. It's okay. Cockles are getting there for sure. The smiths doesn't look like they are demanding cheese yet. It's good. That'll increase population. I think we just focus on beer. We'll be good to go. Makes it easy enough. Okay. A 1 or a 2 to 1 to 2. Very good. Okay. Let's see about this. Ooh, need this new building material. I forgot about this. Okay, that will slow us up a little bit, but definitely a good thing to do. Let's see if I could squeeze this in. How close is this? Pretty close. Yeah, I don't think that's going to work out. So what we'll do here, take this over. Get another mud. Get a reed. And a laborer's yard. Guess we'll need another one of these too. Wow. Starting new construction materials takes a bit.
There is always a margin for error, of course.
All right. Looks okay. Let's do that. Is our timber here? It is. Couldn't have showed up any earlier. Very good. All right. Well, I think we got to a pretty good spot in terms of at least laying the foundation of getting to beer. We established this population of smiths, unlocked the technology essentially, started with this, the drainage. Interesting. So we have a limited amount. We can't just take this all the way through. Let's see how much space we can get covered. $68 out of 75. Okay. Well, I don't think we'll be able to have 6 barley farms, for example. But we can see what's doable here. Take this with that first resource. Are you going to be able to have fertility there? Assume so. Okay. We'll have to be a little efficient in what we do here. We'll take this out this direction. Move this bridge. I think we'll even do that. Okay, let's see about that. Oh my gosh, we didn't even need it. Got a little overly excited, I guess. Bring in that road. This is probably overly efficient than what is necessary. So thank you for your patience. I'll do that. Right. Then we'll be able to have 2 of these breweries. You know what? I think this is looking pretty cool. All right. Do that. Need a couple more of those doobobs. Waddle and Dob. And we'll have our first brewery. Let's see, will we... What's going on here? Oh, that's a good sign. We'll be able to add this onto this route, no problem. Okay. Well, let's construct our first one. That's good. We'll get that flowing. And I think... Let's go ahead and add in the first oyster bed. We'll do 2 of these in the main harbor for now, since we can't do the depots there. Fish gutter. This increases health. Okay, well that's exactly what we need. Kind of like that. We're gonna need another warehouse though. Yeah, definitely. Okay, let's do it here. Ooh, mosaics. Wow, it's so... I seemingly forget the basic steps quite often. But we'll at least get that oyster up and running. How are things going here? 3 minutes to go. Just need a little more concrete, and I was just spinning it on roads. Take a festival in the home island. Oh, we have extra porridge for sure. More income, we'll take it. Getting us over to 5,000. Very good. All right. Pretty happy with how things are going here. Double check in our absence how the Amphorae is going. How about on the home island, most importantly? Okay, good. Let's do that. I can sell when over 150. And same with the olive oil. This should be transferring from this island over here as well. And I guess double check charcoal on all these islands. Just a quick glance. Looks good. Things going here. You're missing charcoal. As soon as I pay attention. You have everything you need. Oh, got it, got it, got it. You're just full on tiles. Well, that's okay. Okay. Well, moving pretty quickly. Need a few more concrete and we'll be off to the races there. Now, to be honest, in this episode, things only got a little bit worse in terms of city status here on the home island, but we made some steady progress on solutions. We experimented with the lavender. Didn't make us enough of an impact for an island of this size and a city of this size. We just started getting that beer flowing in Albion. Next time, we'll enhance that. We'll start to bring it home and then continue with those mosaics to get the oysters and caviar for those patricians. And scaling up the patrician population will likely be one of those next steps in order to continue unlocking the next stages for the amphitheater. Thank you so much for watching. Leave a comment if you're enjoying the series so far. Love to say hi. I respond to each and every one of you. Take care of yourself. Peace.